Hey, what's going on? This is your boy Lavelle filling in today for Cincy Vines. I had the lovely, Miss Beautiful, talented Hiram in the building today.
Hi, thank you.
So, hey, Hiram, how's it going?
I'm going pretty good.
I'm very honored to do this interview with you because we actually went to the same high school together and graduated from the same class. So I'm like, it feels good right now. So we got this song called Bad Girl that's out right now.
Yeah.
So tell me, what's your definition of a bad girl?
Well, my definition of a bad girl, when it comes to my song Bad Girl, is more of just independent, strong, and courageous woman. So it's just a woman who does what she wants, and she's not worried about what the world's going to think or what people are going to say, because she's all about being free and being true to who she is.
Okay. So how did the song Bad Girl come about?
Well, the whole thing of Bad Girl, first and foremost, it's something that I did write, but it's about like the aftermath of a bad breakup and unhealthy relationship. I feel like a lot of times us women, when we invest a long time and years into a relationship, we start to become one with the person, like we're willing to sacrifice a lot just to make a relationship work, and we put a lot into it. So then when we decide to finally depart from the relationship, we often feel like we're losing a part of ourselves because of how much we put into it. So in writing Bad Girl, it's more about, instead of leaving an unhealthy relationship and feeling bad and taking the burden of it all and feeling like it's your fault or maybe I should just stay, like he'll get better or whatever, when he really just wants to do what he wants to do. It's just more so of saying, you know what, I deserve better, and I'm not going to cry about it. I'm not going to feel bad about it, but I'm going to be proud of the fact that I'm leaving and there being no regrets. It's leaving happily because you know you deserve better, and there's no shame in wanting better for yourself. So that's more so.
Gotcha.
What
Oh,
it is.
So I follow you on social media, and one thing I've been noticing was that you're doing some performances. So for live performances, do you get nervous or anything like that? How is it doing live performances?
You know what? I used to get nervous, like when I was like in elementary school and stuff, like. But now I feel like I've waited so long to do this that when it's time for me to get on stage and perform, I'm excited. Like all my nerves are like out the window. Like if I'm like not the first person going, and I'm closer like to like the middle and stuff, like by then I have no time to be nervous, because now I'm like, oh, I can't wait to go. I can't wait to perform and do my thing. And usually when I'm on stage, I get lost in the music, and then it's just a whole nother world after that. Like it's like I'm at the club dancing. Like it's just a whole nother vibe.
Okay, I'm glad you mentioned that in elementary school. That's something that you never dreamed of doing. So,
No, in elementary school, I wanted to always do it. I was just scared.
are you just scared?
Yeah, correction. I always wanted to be a star, well, a singer.
Oops, my bad, my bad.
It's
All
all
right. So what I was getting into is that because we went to high school together, and I had no idea that you actually were into music at all.
Yeah.
No idea. I would never thought that Haram was going to become this, or is becoming this beautiful superstar in the making.
Thank you.
So when did you get started into making music?
Well, at the age of 7, like I knew I wanted to become a singer. So in elementary school, I was like writing poetry, and then eventually it turned into writing songs. So in elementary, like I made my dad buy me a karaoke. Like I always wanted to be it, but I wasn't as like open and like sharing into it, like and telling everybody. Like I made it more so known that I wanted to become a singer. Like in 2012, when I made like my first YouTube video. And then that's when I started to go like fully on public. But aside from that, like during like the schools and stuff, like I do like talent shows and stuff like that, and I'd write songs in class when the teacher was making us read, like, like I was doing it, I guess, like more low key, but it was always something that I wanted. I just wasn't as open to sharing.
I remember those days. I used to do the same thing, write songs while the teachers teaching. Just
Bad kids we were, right?
Alrighty, so what type of feedback do you get from your fans, or do you get from people in general about your music?
This song specifically, or just in general?
It can be the song specifically, it can just be in general.
Um, it it depends. As far as like where I am now and with Bad Girl, I've been getting a lot of good feedback. Actually, like the song getting played in some of our clubs here in Cincinnati. It's getting into a lot of hands. Like I just had it played out in Baltimore. So like, yeah, yeah, right.
Baltimore.
So like things are working. This song is getting good feedback. So I mean, I don't get anything negative, but before though I did. Like when I first started out, you know, I'd get like criticism and constructive criticism. I'd get a few of each. So.
Do you think it was more constructive criticism, or you think it's more like trolling or hate, or?
A little bit of both. To me, a hater is more of a person who's just like, you can't sing. But constructive criticism would be, hey, like you're off key here, but you can do it like this. Or have you thought of like getting a vocal like teacher and doing it this way? Like, so it just depends on who and how. But I get a little bit of both. Well, not as much now though. Like I used to when I first started out, which was completely fine. I'm all for constructive criticism. If you can help me, I'm all for it. Like I'm not a I know it all type of girl, but if you're just coming at me with like, you can't do this, then I'm more so like, mind your business.
So from then to now, what have you done differently for you to receive more positive feedback?
I would just say coming out with a song that everybody actually likes. You know, when writing Bad Girl, I actually took a break. I took like maybe a year off, or I believe a year or something off. And then I just basically studied music. I listened to a lot of artists and a lot of depth into their music, and not just like I actually tried to figure out the fundamental of it all. So then when I came back with Bad Girl, the things that I picked up and studied on that I felt my music was missing before, I found. And I say that because the results have been way different. It's been more positive. A lot of people like it. Like when I first even got the song out, like, and I was like having them like at the Big G on Montana, like a lot of the people there were liking it. Like I had this lady come back and say like, yeah, my daughter and her friends were writing to your music like all the way to Chicago. And I'm like, wow. Like I guess it's just a nice beat. It's something that's really relatable to people and just something that they like. I mean, I don't know. Glory be to God. I don't know.
Okay. So what upcoming projects do you have for the near future?
Well, I'm going to be in a magazine. Actually, I was interviewed for Double Sin magazine, and Sin as in Cincinnati, so CIN, which should be coming out, I believe, sometime this month or next month. I'm not sure. So I just did an interview piece for that. I should be in another magazine coming up as well in the summer. And let me see what else. I mean, really, they're just gonna have to follow me on my social media, which I can. It's Hiram, Hiram's Music on Instagram, or my YouTube channel, Hiram Music as well. So you just gotta kind of keep up, follow me on Facebook and stuff, because things are constantly happening. Like I might be in a fashion show. Like things just kind of. You just gotta kind of keep in tune, honestly.
Gotta keep in tune. Speaking about gotta keep in tune, we're gonna take a break right now, so keep in tune and stay locked. This is Cincy Vines. I'm your host, Lavelle, and I got Hiram in the building. Hey, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that video. So I'm gonna pick up where we left off on the interview. So Hiram, how did you develop your style as an artist?
It was just something that kind of just gradually happened over time. It's not something that I just planned to do. It's just kind of like me growing as an artist, because I did kind of start off as like R&B pop and like semi slow smooth sounding, but then around the time where like Kidding first came out and DJ Mustard was producing his beats, that's when I kind of found Bad Girl and specifically went searching for a beat that kind of sounded like his sound, and then it just kind of happened. It's just something that I liked, but in developing my sound, it just kind of happened over time. You know, as an artist, you have to continually grow, and as life happened, you, even just as a human being, like you just start to like different things. So I think it just came, just me as growing.
Who's the producer on the record of Bad Girl?
A Bad Girl, Kick Lee. He's amazing though. He really is. He has a lot of good beats. Like I would definitely go back to him. His stuff is amazing.
Okay. And what artists would you like to collaborate in the near future?
In the near future, it would be fabulous if I could work with Jay-Z and sign to his label. If you're listening, Jay-Z, find me. But him, that would be nice.
With Jay-Z?
Mm-hmm.
Hove. So, what goals as an artist do you wish to accomplish?
As an artist, well, first and foremost, like I want to inspire people. I definitely want people to feel like they can be anything they want in this world, regardless of the circumstances. Like, so I would like to be like an inspiration and to kind of like help people to go towards whatever it is that they want to do. But too, as an artist, I eventually want to be on, you know, the award shows, getting me a Grammy or two in the Billboard and performing. Like that would be fabulous. That would be something that I definitely aim for.
Okay, that'd be nice.
That'd be amazing.
So, as a bad girl, what do you consider yourself a role model?
I think everybody is a role model, honestly. I think there's a lot of people who are looking at certain people and learning from them and wanting to accomplish or kind of be like somebody. So I would say yes. I probably am, but hopefully for the best, you know?
For the best.
I don't want nobody to follow me. I don't want nobody to try to be like me. I think we're all, you know, good in who we are, and I think God makes no mistakes in creating us, so I definitely want them to stick to their truth and not follow me, because I am going to make mistakes, and I'm not perfect, and you know, I don't want anybody to do what I'm doing and then it doesn't go as well for them, you know, because being me, it comes with a lot. Like, you definitely have to have a lot of strength to keep pushing. So I probably am, but my advice is just don't try to duplicate me or be like me. Just stay true to who you are.
Okay, so as the queen bad girl,
No. Wow.
do you have any advice for any of the bad princesses out there as far as
Bad princesses.
who are seeking their goals and dreams? What kind of advice can you give to them?
My advice would be, first and foremost, get to know yourself. And get to know what you're good at, what you're bad at, and, you know, definitely highlight your goods and work on your bads. Like, understand nothing is an overnight success. Everything takes time, patience, and it's a grind. Even when you start to accomplish things, the further you get in life, it's even more of a grind. So don't think that you get to slack off and be lazy. Like, understand that if you honestly want to do anything, it's all work. And if you don't plan to put in the work, don't expect to have it for very long. And also to not give up on yourself. You know, nothing is easy, but you can become stronger and eventually get the things you want. But it's important to know who you are, love yourself for who you are, and to get to know you, because if you don't know you and have self-worth, it's easy for somebody to tell you what you're not good at. It's easy for somebody to label you and tell you you'll never be this, you'll never be that. But if you know who you are, one thing it'll go in one ear and out the other. Like, I know me. My song Bad Girl is my story. It's not something I made up because it sounded like fun. Like, that's really who I am. So if somebody doesn't like the song, personally, I don't care. I didn't write the song for you. I wrote it for myself. And the people who get it and been through what I've been through will be the ones who connect to that and relate. Like, don't expect everybody to love you because they're not. And don't be upset about it and don't take it personal, because if somebody doesn't like it, that's their opinion. You can't be mad at how they feel. But if you love you, care about you, and stay focused on what your focus is and keep on the vision, can't nobody stop you. You know, you'll be Kanye West. Like, can't tell me nothing. You know, so just stay on the grind, stay focused, and worry about yourself. Like, stay in your own lane, quit worrying about what's going on. Like, being distracted is not going to get you nowhere. It's just going to make you more jealous because people are passing you. But if you worry about yourself, understand your time is coming, and put the work in, eventually it'll pay off. So bad girls, hang in. Like, it'll be all right.
Bad girls, definitely hang in there. So that concludes the interview today. I hope you enjoyed the interview with the lovely Hiram. So Hiram, where can your fans follow you, or future fans follow you on social media?
Well, they can all follow me on Instagram, Hiram's Music. It's one word, HIRAMS, then music. You can also follow me on Snapchat if you like. It's Hiram. And then my Facebook, Hiram, I'm a walking testimony. And I believe those are all my social sites. Oh, you can also see the video on YouTube. Just type in Hiram Bad Girl and it'll take you to my channel. So there you go. All of my life on social media.
Do you have any like t-shirts left at all or anything?
I do have t-shirts. I only have mediums though.
Mediums?
I'm out of my extra large, and small.
Hey, whoever comments first gets a free t-shirt on me.
Oh, well, that's very sweet.
All right. Well, that wraps up the interview today. So I hope you enjoyed the interview, and see you next time on Cincy Vines.